What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another week of football, another week of predictions. Last week I had a great week of predictions. We went 12-4, trying to stay under 100 losses this season. Right now I'm at 95, so the record right now is 161-95, so looking pretty good, if we're being honest. It's not too bad. So we'll start off with the recapping of week 17, going to the new week 18 season finales, final week of the season. I will be streaming on YouTube and Twitch this week. I'm gonna try to see if I can do both. If not, then it'll just be YouTube, so y'all look out. Yeah, we're gonna start recap, look at some stats, and then we will go into our week 18 predictions. So yeah, man, let's see, who are we starting with? We're gonna talk about the Giants and the Bears first. Bears, pretty good offensive performance, very surprising. They actually look pretty clean. I like the Giants, well put together team, but just does not hit that level that they need to on a consistent basis, on a regular basis at all, really. But hopefully both of these teams figure it out next year, because I think both of them need new offensive coordinators or new head coaches, either one. But they need definitely something fresh on the offensive side of the ball, in my opinion. Patriots versus Jaguars, we got a 50 burger, 50-10. Not too much to say about this. Pats are in the playoffs. Jags are potentially trying to get the first pick. If they lose next week, they get the first pick. So yeah, not too much to say about that. Rams versus Ravens, pretty good game, lost by 1 point. Tyler Huntley, I'm extremely curious about what his future is in the NFL, bro, because the dude is talented. So we'll see how that all plays out. Buccaneers versus Jets, almost a L for the Bucs. Great game by the Jets, honestly. Just probably one of their best games this year, just they lost. But great game by them. Then we got the whole AB situation. Is what it is. I'm gonna make a video on that, because I'm hearing both sides and it's pretty crazy. Might not, we'll see. Falcons versus Bills. I don't think I got too much to say about that. It was a competitive game, but it felt like the Bills were in control for the most part. I think Josh Allen threw 3 picks. He kind of messed up there, but they still were making plays defensively, still running the ball efficiently, and it never felt like they were out of the game. But it definitely felt close and competitive the whole game. So that's what it is. Chiefs versus Bengals. Great game. Shootout first half. Bengals slowly came back, crept back, and then won a game. Jamar Chase, elite. I gotta give it to him. He's had some drops this season, but I ain't gonna lie. I'll take the drops based off of the numbers he's put up this season. I'll take it. It is what it is. Dolphins versus Titans. Dolphins crushed the Titans. Titans crushed the Dolphins. Did not expect it to go like that. I picked the Titans to win, but I didn't expect it to go like that. So it's pretty wild. Raiders versus Colts. Raiders won. Surprisingly, man, Carson Wentz, he missed a few throws that would have kept them in the game and would have won them the game. But good game by the Raiders. They need a win to get in the playoffs, or they need the Colts to lose. So next week. So we'll see how that plays out. Eagles versus Washington. Pick the Eagles to win. Solid game from both teams. Somewhat competitive, but I feel like the Eagles, at least from what I remember, they felt pretty much in control of this. I remember now it was a good, solid run game. Jared Patterson and then Boston Scott on both sides of the football. But I feel like the Eagles had this in control most of the game. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know. Refresh my memory. Broncos versus Chargers. I picked the Broncos to win. Chargers pulled it out. Proud of them. They didn't get swept. So hey, proud of them. 49ers versus Texans. Picked the 49ers to win. Trey Lance came out, played pretty well. 49ers defense came out, played pretty well. Texans were competitive. I give them that. They were competitive, but just didn't do enough to secure a win or even really get in that range. But like I said, I feel like they competed. They didn't just lay down. It didn't feel like a beat now. Seahawks put up 51. And we got another 50 burger. Put up 51 on the Lions. Lions were somewhat competitive in this game, but the Seahawks just took over. All around they did well defensively, offensively, at least from what I remember. Let me see. Let me check the stats actually. I can't even remember what I typed up for Newsbreak. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 111. Oh, and he had a rushing touchdown. Wow. So he had a really good game. Cordell Hodge, surprised he didn't get used that much this season. Jamal Williams came back. DeAndre Swift had some touches. Rashad Penny has been killing it, bro. I think he had like 3 games in a 4-week span where he's had 130 rushing yards. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Russ threw for 4 touchdowns. Pretty crazy. Dwayne Eskridge back. Tyler Lockett, I think he had a rushing touchdown. Did he? He had a rush. I thought it was a receiver who did. I guess I was wrong. But hey, great game by the Seahawks. Cardinals Cowboys, that was a pretty good game. Cardinals spread the ball. That's what it was. I remember now. Cardinals spread the ball. Everything looked clean. Played good defense. It's just overall they look like themselves from the beginning of the season when they were 7-1 and when they were on a win streak. They look like that Cardinals. Cowboys, they haven't looked like themselves consistently. I'm gonna be honest. They did have the 50 piece last week to Washington, but they haven't looked like the Cowboys who started off the season. In my opinion, I feel like that offense was like the Cardinals offense in the sense they would spread the ball pretty well. The run game was balanced. Everything just felt so smooth offensively. Even though they are ranked number 1 offensively in the NFL right now as far as yardage goes, they still do not feel like that team consistently as they were at the beginning of the season. Just my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think and what y'all see. But it was a good game. Panthers versus Saints. Don't recall too much. I think Taysom Hill came back and he played. Sam Darnold. I think Sam didn't play too bad. Amir Abdullah, Chuba. Yeah, Sam didn't play too bad. Taysom didn't play too bad. Look at Taysom. No picks. I don't even know if he's thrown a pick this season. These past few games that he started, like the past 4 games he started, 3 or 4. 3 out of the last 4. Y'all let me know. Marquez, he has some pretty big catches. I don't got too much to say about that game. Both of these teams are going in. Actually, I think neither one of them. I don't know about the Saints. Oh, Saints are. Saints are in playoff contention. They need to win and need some. I think need some extra help as well. Need the 49ers to lose. Vikings versus Packers. Got a blowout by the Packers. Kirk Cousins didn't play. Is what it is. But great game by the Packers. They did what they're supposed to do. Browns versus Steelers. Good game by Najee Harris. I ain't got too much to say. That was really Najee and then the defense with 9 sacks. So that's it, man. So we'll go ahead and jump into. I'll make sure I hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it. It helps me go up in the algorithm, helps the channel grow. We'll go ahead and check out some stats, some of the stat leaders, and then get into the Week 18 predictions. All right, so we got NFL passing yardage leader. Tom Brady with 40 touchdowns. He's about to crack 5,000 passing yards. Look at that. Hey, I'm gonna clap it up for Tom. About to hit 5,000 passing yards, and his weapons have been down this season. Mike Evans has missed a few games. Chris Godwin missed a few games. AB has missed all 3 of them have missed multiple games. Gronk missed games as well. OJ Howard missed games. So he's never had a completely healthy arsenal. And surprisingly, what's his name? Leonard Fournette has had some pretty good games rushing the ball, running the ball this year. So that's pretty good, man. He about to crack 5,000. I mean, what it is 18 games as well. So now I got to think about that as well. About to take him 18 to do it. So if this was a 17-game season, this would be it. But something new. Matt Stafford did 38 touchdowns, 4,600 yards. Justin Herbert, 35, 4,600. Derek Carr, 4,600 yards, 21 touchdowns. He's the only one without 30 on here. Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, A-Rod, and Kirk Cousins. Surprised not to see Pat in the top 5. You know what I mean? He's down here. It's kind of different. But hey, get it how you can. They're winning, and that's what's most important. So let's see. Rushing yards leaders. It's a nice gap. Look at Jonathan Taylor, dude. If Derrick Henry would have played, I don't know if he plays this week, but if Derrick Henry would have played, the fact that we see this, how Jonathan Taylor has a huge gap from 1 to 2, Derrick Henry would, I ain't gonna lie, he probably would have broke the rushing record this season, and I think that's facts. I think it's facts, man. Jonathan Taylor killing it, 18 rushing touchdowns this season, amazing. Joe Mixon 13 with 1,200 yards. Nick Chubb 8 with 1,200 yards, and hey, I gotta give it to Nick Chubb. He rotates, and he's putting up these numbers, man. 1,200 yards, and he rotates. Najee Harris, 7 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Shout out to Najee, rookie season. Capped it off week 17 very nice, and then he gets another week now with 18 to add on to it. So dang, that's crazy. If this was a 17-week season, we only would have had 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count. It's 5,000-yard rushers. That's pretty wild. I don't know if that's normal. Is that normal? I feel like we always have at least a lot more. I know with the receiving yards for sure. I'm curious to see how that looks, but I feel like we always have a lot more. Derrick Henry 937 yards. Dalvin Cook. Dalvin missed some games due to injury this season, but at least he got his 1,000. Look at Damian Harris out there Antonio Gibson, Elijah Mitchell, the rookie. Look at a lot. I did not know he was doing that good. That's crazy because I know he's been missing games. Jeff Wilson has come out and put up 100-yard games, so I did not know that Elijah was doing that good. But shout out to him. But yeah, man, Derrick Henry, if he was playing, he would have broke the record. I'm pretty sure probably would have broke the rushing touchdown record as well. Receiving yards leader, Cooper Kupp, he has a nice gap as well. Look at that, about 300 yards. Wow. I think he only needs for about 170, 171 to crack 2,000, which would be a good feat. But I mean, I'm sure I don't know how likely that is. I mean, you never know. But I think he'll obviously crack 1,900, but I don't know about 2,000. But Cooper Kupp at 1 with 15 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson 2, 1,500 yards, 9 touchdowns. Devontae Adams 3, 1,400 yards. Jamar Chase, the rookie, 13 touchdowns, 1,400 yards, having an amazing rookie season. He's doing what Justin Jefferson did, and kudos to Justin Jefferson for repeating back-to-back years, and 1,400 last year, 1,500 this year, and then he's about to add on to it with week 18. So Deebo Samuel at 5, 6 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. Deebo I think he'd have a lot more, but he's been taking a lot of snaps at running back, a lot of snaps in the backfield, making the most of it as well. Doing really good. Mark Andrews, look at Mark. 9 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Tyreek Hill. Where's I could have sworn Travis Kelce cracked 1,000. He probably did. I know there's receivers. It's always more receivers with 1,000 yards than it is running backs. Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Deontay Johnson. Shout out to Deontay, and then Chris Godwin. And Chris, I think he hasn't played in 2 weeks now, and he already cracked it. So Chris was up there, but injury. So yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section as far as these stats go. I kind of want to see the defensive stats. Let me see if I can actually find that. Found an interesting post here. Jonathan Taylor has more rushing yards after contact than anyone else. Total rushing yards this season. So that's pretty wild. 1,300 yards after contact. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say this, and not to discredit Jonathan Taylor, but I think Derrick Henry. I think he did this last year. I could be. Was it Henry or Nick Chubb? One of the two. But I ain't gonna lie. Derrick Henry would have a lot as well if he was healthy. Not to discredit JT. JT is cold. This is a nice running back. Very, very good running back. Elite. We got a nice one. No rookie in NFL history has more touches without committing a fumble than Najee Harris this season. Did not know that. I did not know he has not fumbled this year. Hey. Dog, this man Marshawn. It's crazy, dude. I cannot find a graphic with the defensive stat leaders. Ooh, this stiff arm is nasty. Oh, this was in the same game. Gosh, I ain't gonna lie. I think the Najee one was worse. Najee, ooh, hey, he got a dangerous stiff arm. Hold on, I was about to get into the picks, but what is this about? Hold on. If Tom Brady is my boy, why am I playing for an earnest salary? Gronkowski is his boy, right? How much did he get paid? So why is AB on a prove it deal?
If Tom Brady's my boy, why am I playing for an earnest salary?
Right.
You my boy though, right?
Right.
Gronkowski is boy, right?
Right.
How much did he get paid?
Significant amount.
All right, so why is AB on a prove it deal? Who's better than me over there? Let's be real.
Right, but don't
No, let's not be.
All right, I don't know. Let's say this. It's a different situation. Gronk been with him for years. Gronk's whole career, he been with Brady. So they're gonna be more cool than you and Brady would be. Facts. He's known him way longer. That's just what it is. But I can see where AB coming from. If we cool like that, then why can't you, throw some words in there for me to give me more bread? But at the same time, it's just before AB came, there was a lot of drama surrounding around his name. And I know that don't got nothing to do with football, but at the same time, it's like, all right, we don't know. You own a prove it deal because you've been in situations where there was more than just football attention coming to the team. So,
You're right. Let's be honest.
I'll
This
be
the
real.
podcast
I'll be
to
real.
be real.
I'll be real.
Who is
AB
the
is.
best guy over there?
AB.
Since you guys know football, who is it?
For sure,
Who's
AB.
the best guy over on that team?
No,
Playing
AB.
Football, receiver
It's
wise,
AB.
who is the
AB.
guy that get it popping?
It's
I mean,
AB.
I think it's a combination of all you guys. I think it was AB.
Nah.
Combination now.
Dude,
Hey, who do y'all think? Y'all think AB better than Chris Godwin or Mike Evans? That's really arguable. I say that. That's really arguable. I'm not gonna say he is. I'm not gonna say he isn't. I don't really care that much to be like you better than this man at what you do. But career wise, AB is better than both of them. Career wise, but right now in his career, is he better than Chris Godwin or Mike Evans? Low key, I mean, you could argue. Yeah, you could argue that. But I mean, hey. I don't know. He got there last, so it's all about seniority sometimes.
I've always.
I want to see this. What is this podcast? I think this is like Full Send. Okay, hey, I might do a reaction to this. I was not looking for this, but I might do a reaction to this. All right, y'all. So we're gonna jump into the season finale. I like how they did this graphic. Looks really cool. Season finale, week 18. Gonna give my picks. We'll see, man. Chiefs versus Broncos. Hey, could have a possible upset, but I'm not gonna count on it. Saturday game. Looking forward to it. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. Another Saturday game. Saturday night football. Week 18. Cowboys versus Eagles. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys, but I believe it will be a good game. It is a divisional game. I think. Are the Eagles fighting for the playoffs as well? I'm not sure. I think so. So should be a good game. Steelers versus Ravens. I'm gonna give it to the Ravens. I say they end the Steelers playoff hopes. We don't know that for sure, but I'm gonna give it to the Ravens. So should be a good game. We'll see. Bengals versus Browns. Give it to the Bengals. Lions Packers. Titans Texans. Hey, could have an upset here. I don't know if Derrick Henry is returning or not. Y'all let me know. I don't feel like searching it right now, but I'm gonna roll with the Titans. Colts versus Jags. Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. I'm gonna say they break the streak this week and they get their win. We'll see how that happens. If the Colts lose, Raiders and Chargers both making it to the playoffs despite who wins or loses their matchup. Bears versus Vikings. I will pick the Bears in this one. Washington versus the Giants. I will pick the Bears game. Will be an interesting one. But Washington versus Giants, I'll pick Washington. I'm not sure how I feel about either one of these teams, especially after last week. But it is what it is. Seahawks versus Cardinals, divisional matchup, should be a good game. But I'm gonna pick the Cardinals in this one. Should be a very good game. I'm looking forward to it. Both teams coming off big W's. Seahawks put up 50 points, which is big, despite them putting it up on the Lions. Lions have been competitive in the past few weeks. That's still big. And Cardinals beat the Cowboys, so big wins. Saints versus Falcons. I would pick the Saints in this one. Taysom Hill has been playing good. Defense has been playing good. I'll give it to him. Should be a competitive game, though, nonetheless. Jets versus Bills. I'll pick the Bills, obviously. That's it. Rams versus 49ers. Rams, but I definitely see this being a good game. This also counts for the 49ers playoff hopes. So if they lose, that means Saints might get in, actually. That'd be interesting. We'll see how it plays out. Patriots versus Dolphins could be an upset, but I'm gonna give it to the Patriots. Buccaneers versus Panthers. I think this is a good game and a necessary game for Brady to go out there and play with no AB and to see how that will feel, even though he didn't have him at the end of the game last week when they came back, to see how that'll be moving forward, because I mean, he has played without him, but to know in your mind you're not getting this guy back, so now we got to just work with what we got, not getting Chris Godwin back either. So we got to work with what we got, and heading into the playoffs, this is a good I want to say test for them in a sense, but we'll see how that goes. But Buccaneers, and then Chargers versus Raiders, got the playoff game of the week. In this matchup, I think I would pick the let's see. Last time they played, the Chargers won. Oh, they had Henry Ruggs back then. Justin had a really good game. Austin Eckler ran for 100. Oh, Raiders were a lot different at that point. Both teams were 3-1. Much different outlook on both teams at the time. I wouldn't mind looking a little deeper into it, but I'm gonna go ahead and roll with the Chargers on this one. I'll give them a sweep. So we'll see how this plays out. Sorry, Raiders fans. I apologize. But hey, I gotta pick somebody. So we'll end it there. I appreciate y'all for watching. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe. Stay tuned. Stay blessed.